So, Adam, a third successive defeat in which we've conceded the most goals in 90 minutes this season. What are your thoughts?
Crazy game. I think there were things that went against us first half with their 2 goals. Obviously Devon's off the pitch for the first one. You know, he's a marker. All because we haven't got a blood shirt ready, which is piss poor really from our side. We're then disjointed there to take advantage of that. It's good strike by the lad. Second goal, you know, he's crossed it and he's shanked it in off the back post. You know, misfortune. You know, but we missed 2 clear chances really. You know, Finn should score, put it wide of the post. Pearsy absolutely should score, not got enough on it. And then, you know, at half time, I said to the players, said, look, we're right in this game. I didn't think we were playing too badly. A couple of things had gone against us. Found ourselves 2-0 down, score the 3rd goal, get yourselves back in the game. You couldn't really got a quicker response. You know, really great finish by Hayden. But I thought we really lost our way after that. You know, we got ourselves back in the game. Showed no composure. We were erratic in our decision making, with and without the ball. We became ragged and loose in our shape. We were loose in our passing, in our play. Went back to front too quickly, and then switched off a quick throw in for the 3rd goal. 4th goal again, it's a good strike by the lad, stuck it in the top corner, but we've made errors in the lead up to it. Just poor play really from our perspective. But still, in saying that, we've missed another 2 or 3 clear chances. You know, Ryan Hall's had one there from about 3 yards out, put it straight at the keeper. Pearsy's gone through 1-on-1, put it straight at the keeper. They're just the ones I can think of. So absolutely crazy game. I wasn't all that disappointed with how we played really in the first half. Scored the goal and I thought, you know, here we go, let's see what we've got. And unfortunately we went the other way, and in the end got probably what we deserved.
Before the ball was kicked, obviously when the lineups came out, we noticed that Craig Mann had dropped to the bench and there was no Sam Walker in the lineup at all, despite travelling with the team. What was the thinking behind that before a ball was kicked today?
Marnie's been ill this week. He's had sickness. I didn't train Thursday. I think if you ask any player, they'd always say they're right and they want to play. But I think it's tough for lads when they've been ill and not, you know, they've been sick, especially, and not been able to get, you know, same kind of fluids on board and food on board. I think it zaps you energy-wise, and Marnie's game's all about energy. So we felt, you know, that it was best to go with Jordan today. Gave him an opportunity. And Sam just unfortunately felt his hamstring at the end of training on Thursday, right at the end. And obviously that meant that, you know, it was going to be unlikely that he'd be right today. It's not really settled down, so it would have been too great a risk, you know, to put him in today. Would have, you know, if it had gone completely, he would have missed probably 5, 6, 7 games, and we just can't afford that. So obviously, you know, two really big and important players for us missing today. You know, characters and leaders on the pitch, vocal. And I think we missed them, particularly, you know, when you know it got a bit tough in that second half. We needed that bit of leadership on the pitch, and you know, but hopefully, certainly Marnie will be okay to start on Tuesday, and we'll have to see how Sam is.
I was just going to ask you actually about how you think that leadership that they bring, both Marnie and Sam, obviously Sam a journeyman himself, Marnie a servant to Curzon Ashton, would have perhaps helped you out and perhaps played a different story for Curzon here today with their leadership. You said saying there about being a bit erratic at times, particularly in the second half.
I think they'd have brought an aspect of composure, you know, to us, because I wasn't happy with, you know, I wasn't happy with the attitude really, and the work ethic, to be frank. When we went both 3 and 4-1 down, you know, I think it was like 2 goal deficit again, the opportunity's gone. Still half an hour on the clock, and a lot can happen in a game of football. You know, they had a man sent off with 10-12 minutes to go. You know, and had we kept it at 3-1 worst case scenario, you never know what can happen in football. You know, we had 2 big chances within that last spell. I think our kind of attitude and as I say, work ethic saw us go further behind, and then it's very, very, very difficult to come back from that against any team. So you know, what I would say, I thought they managed the game pretty well, really. Thought the referee helped them. Just talk nonsense. Some of these officials, you know, I think I'm not the only manager in the league that's getting bored and tired of just some of the stuff that comes out of the mouth, because some of them are just blatant liars. You know, the goalkeeper was doing what any goalkeeper would try to do when you're ahead, but you want to get, you know, ball rolling time, you want to get the game going, and he's taking forever in the day. And I politely asked the referee at half time when if he could get the game going, and he said, you know, the next time he's going to pull the captain and tell him to hurry up, and then the time after that he's going to book him, and he didn't. He just ran to the halfway line and hid on the opposite side of the pitch, and then in the end ended up sending one of their members of staff off for slowing the game down, which was just ridiculous. He didn't need to do it. The game was gone. You know, now the member of staff's going to be the wrong side of the fence now for a couple of games, and he's done nothing wrong. He should have showed some balls and dealt with the players on the pitch and got the game going instead. It was just absolutely ridiculous. But that's not the reason why we've of course lost the game, but it is a frustration.
We've got a competitive run of games coming up as well immediately. Darlington on Tuesday night, Brackley next week. What do you think needs to be addressed ahead of those fixtures to try and take some points for those kinds of games?
Well, we have to just keep going. You know, we've had bad runs before, and then we've had very good runs, and I think on both occasions, and I've probably stood in front of you now numerous times this season and said that both good and bad runs come to an end, and at some point this little run of defeats will come to an end. You know, these are difficult places to come. You know, very, very difficult. Kettering, tough places to come, and we've got nothing. And you know, they're obviously going into these games. There are teams that were below us, and now they've sucked us back in a little bit. And there's only ourselves to blame for that. You know, probably going to Darlington on Tuesday, and then obviously the likes of Brackley Fylde will be the underdog again, and there'll be, you know, a little less expectation perhaps, and you know, more often than not that works in our favour. So you know, it's you know, the lads were getting a bit plaudits from myself and from many others for, you know, some of our play and performances when we had a good little run, and now we're having a little bit of a dip, and they've got to take the blows, because you know, aspects of our last couple of performances just haven't been where they need to be at this level to get results. But you know, we've got another game now Tuesday, Darlington away, big crowd, club going well, big, you know, one of the biggest clubs in the league. So what a place to go and try and, you know, get back to winning ways.
Great, thanks for your time, Eddie.
Cheers.